What's up? Ready for an adventure?
As deceiving as the name of this video might sound, it has some truth behind it. I have left Tyler just for one day to come and hang out with my good friend Marcello LaGreca.
Only one day, Tyler, you can keep your spot. I'm only interested in Luke for the adventures.
He is the American I'm talking about. So over the past couple of years, we've been keeping in touch, and Marcello has been such a good friend in that time frame as well. And now we're in this new age of men, basically, and men losing their identity, and this is what this video is about. This is why we want to share with you just a little bit of an insight of basically men's mental health, how men can support men, and this is why I'm with Marcello, because he runs an amazing YouTube channel speaking about mental health and anxiety and such other mental illnesses, you could say.
Yeah, and just having a conversation that is breaking the stigma around mental health, and so that we can all feel comfortable talking about our anxieties, our worries, our fears, and our doubts, so that we can make it more comfortable to dive into that healing head first and to talk with our friends about it, instead of feeling like we can't talk to anybody and getting tight and coiled up within ourselves, because the more that we hold on to these things, the more that they're going to eat away at us. Yeah, our intention with this video is just to make you feel comfortable, so that you can have these conversations and work through them.
Yeah, for sure. Marcello ruined it for everyone. He jumped in without his life vest.
I ruined it for everyone. Listen, everybody here said just jump in without a life vest the first time, you'll be fine, there's no one down here. As soon as I get in the water, the lifeguard walks down and gets mad at me. It's his fault, not mine.
I hope that shot worked out well.
We only had one shot because they told us we couldn't fly into the cenote, we can only fly above it. But you know, rules are made to be broken. Just a couple.
You got to test the limits,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you got to test the limits.
Going back to mental health, because that's the overall theme of the video. Mental health in the UK is severely neglected, and 4 in 5 suicides, which do happen, are from men, and that's 78%, which is alarming.
78%
that's
of
just
suicides are men. This is from Men's Health Forum. We'll put the references down below so you guys can check it out.
The reason why it's neglected is because us as men, in this new age, this new society of women independence, they are no longer relying on men as being the traditional breadwinner. There's kind of been a shift of identity, and because there's been a shift, we ourselves are finding it increasingly hard to
express ourselves.
Yeah, and to talk openly and freely in a safe environment, because there is no support there as well.
Like Luke said though, like we used to be had the stereotype around men where we're the provider, we don't really speak about our feelings, that's what women do. And now we're coming into a spot where we really need to speak about these feelings
100%.
So that we can move through whatever's bothering us.
And again, I can't stress it enough, we do talk about this more in depth in Marcello's video. So after you have watched this one, please head over to Marcello's channel and also check that out as well.
There'll be more content coming on there soon as well, just talking about overarching mental health tools, mindsets, meditations, etc. that can help you alleviate yourself and heal the things that are bothering you.
Because that's what we need. You should Well, this looks familiar. If you saw in one of our last YouTube videos, me and Tyler came to Chichen Itza. You can go check out the channel for the other video, so we're not going to share too much footage of here right now, but this is Marcello's first time.
Insane. It's insane. I actually got chills through my body. It's just like they didn't have the technology we have. They can make incredible things.
Yeah.
And lasting things. Let me know what skyscraper is going to be here and how long has this been here?
Thousands.
Thousands of years?
Thousands. It's crazy.
$1,400.
Wow.
Yes. Dinner's on me tonight. Let's go. Money moves abundance, baby.
All right, those teaching needs are done. Now, instead of us talking about our experience with mental health, we want you guys basically to look at the previous content we've shared before. Check out Marcello's channel with a link in the description, and you can check out this old video right here about my experience in 2020 and what I went through as well. But in the meantime, we're gonna get some lunch, and then we're gonna speak about how you can find support and where you can find support. All right, so unfortunately we didn't get to eat food. We pretty tired from walking around Chichen Itza all day, so we hightailed it back to Tulum.
None of us were taking track of the time.
No. But we're just gonna finish off what we was talking about before about men's support, and this time it's going to be where you can find support and how you can open up to help with that support as well.
The first places that I personally have found support, and I know Luke has played around and been interested in, is therapy, because therapy is a place where you can connect with somebody who is totally outside of the sphere of your life, so they can look at things from a totally non-biased perspective. You can feel comfortable sharing things with them because they really don't know you. Maybe they don't know anybody in your sphere, your family, your friends, and that makes it a safe place to open up and talk in.
Because sometimes people might be afraid to go to their closest ones. Of course, because we have the stigma of being strong, reserved, and we can hold our own. Exactly. And then as soon as you go to your loved ones or your close ones, you feel like your image is being tainted and you're not being who you are supposed to be.
Yeah, afraid of the judgments too.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly. And the second one going on from therapist is other men and men's circles. Now this one's really strong if you do manage to connect with other men, because you might be speaking to people that are going through a similar situation to you as well, and they will give you insights if they've already gone through that situation as well.
Exactly. And once I felt comfortable after opening up in therapy, I started to build that confidence in myself where I felt comfortable sharing it with other people. And there's a difference between sharing things with men versus women, because we look at things differently. We have different challenges that we each as a gender face. Yeah. And so, like me talking to Luke versus me talking to Tyler about something, I'm going to get two different perspectives, and you are going to give me something that may be more nourishing to a male-based challenge, you know.
But that's not to take anything away from women as well, because the third point
not at all
is to also find support from women, because as Marcello said, we get a completely different perspective because we're feeling these feelings as men. And it's shaking our identity. Maybe you don't want to confine in other men, because again, the judgment from previously. So your partner, your mother, even your grandma, someone who is able to come with a feminine
approach.
Yeah.
And I personally have always felt more comfortable speaking to women about things. Getting out of my comfort zone is speaking to men about things. But like therapist has always been a woman. And I always feel more comfortable sharing with a woman, just because of my relationship with my parents and just being more of a nurturing type of energy. Yeah,
and same, I have Tyler who's supporting me 24/7 as well, so I'm really grateful for that. And of course, we are a travel couple, so she's the person who I spend most of the time with.
He had to calm me down here with some male support.
But this is not to say everyone you speak to is going to hold a safe space for you as well. Everyone deals and manages with these things in different ways. So
people are equipped differently.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. So if I go to a friend who I see as really close, we've had a great experience together, but you're only close in certain aspects, as in you go to see sports, you go chill at each other's houses, you have the same interests, but not necessarily spoken on a deeper level about each of the mental
health challenges that you're facing. We're each equipped with different tools and strengths and weaknesses, and you're gonna want to work out with somebody who's bigger than you at the gym if you want to get bigger. Right. So it's common sense. If you want to speak with somebody who is in your circle, think about who you're speaking to. Do you value this person's input? Have they experienced these same things, or do you feel not very safe with this relationship? And you want to be very careful in who you decide to go to, because that's the quality of the advice that you're going to get. There are many ways that you can get comfortable with opening up with yourself before you even talk to a friend or talk to a therapist. And I have practiced many of them, from just setting reminders on my phone to check in with myself. So I go through the day and I'm constantly coming back to myself. Journaling has been incredible for me because it is a place where I can just kind of word vomit onto a page, get the thoughts out of my body, get that stagnant energy out of my body.
And that's like the first case of awareness as well, and that's another important thing to learn how to open up, is identifying these feelings that we have in our mind, and the person you are speaking to 24/7 throughout the day is yourself. You wake up, you go look in the mirror, the person you see is yourself. When you're alone and you're working, the conversation, the dialogue in your head is with yourself. So we need to find small ways to try and connect.
Build that relationship. That's the most crucial relationship.
Yeah, because it's one that everyone neglects. You think of relationships with other people with something tangible, but essentially it's like it's within.
And the quality of your relationships will determine the quality of your life. But you need to have your own full cup before you can fill other people's cups.
And I always like to say that I need to put my happiness first before I can make other people happy.
100%.
And this is this is a process. Like, you've got to peel back layers and layers and layers, and
it's an onion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the best analogy for me to visualize.
Or a cake, if you like something sweet.
Yeah. Just make your way to the center of the cake. Yeah.
But don't be afraid to peel it back. Like, the first step is to journal, to raise awareness, and then educate as well.
Yeah, the more that you know about something, typically, I speak from my own experience, the more that I know about something, the less scary it is in my mind. Like anxiety, for example, when I first was going through it, I didn't know what it was, why it was happening, how to deal with it, and I was helpless. I was very vulnerable. Yeah. But the more I understood the mind, the more I understood how it worked, I was able to learn tools and have much more confidence even while I was around.
100%. And don't be afraid to push through, to, find your information, to journal, to speak to other people, because that is what we're fighting. Anxiety is what combats this. It combats our mental health, our stability, our progression through life. So it will feel tough, it will feel hard, it will feel strange.
But know that it's rewarding. It's so rewarding for your work and your creativity, your clarity, for your relationships, for your own personal health and comfort in your own body, again, because we're with ourselves more than we're with any other person. And it's totally possible. It is 110% possible.
Now, if you have liked this video, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out to myself or to Marcello. You can check out Marcello's channel with the link in the description below. Yeah. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope it's been insightful and important. Now, if you're a woman watching this, please show this to your man. And if you're a man watching this, just know that there is support out there that you can find.
It's there. It's there. Start cultivating those relationships, both with yourself and the people around you. So that it can heal, right? Because if you're just like constantly going at life and you're feeling really anxious, like, you couldn't go to see Tyler's family. Like, you had to take time to yourself. Like, having a support system allows you to take that pressure off.